Hello, thank you so much for joining me on the Truth Tectonics channel. Today I'm going to talk about African parents trying to live their lives vicariously through their kids, especially when it comes to career choices. Now, I know this applies to other cultures as well, but today we'll focus on African parents. In my case, my dad wanted me to become a medical doctor. I got six A's in my O levels, A1 in chemistry. I'm very good with the sciences. I love the STEM fields. It's very easy for me. And my dad was saying, "Oh, you'll be sought after in the US. They'll look for you in China. You'll do well. Become a medical doctor. You become a medical doctor." He kept on and on and on. I was a teenager and I sat down. I thought to myself, medicine doesn't feel good to me because I'm artistic. I like creating things. I want to bring things into existence that did not exist before. Medicine doesn't give you that platform. Medicine is this is the anatomy. That's it. It's more or less set in stone per se. I mean, a doctor is not going to create a new kidney or a new organ or a new circulatory system or something. That doesn't exist. Best you can do is modify something. So my inkling was towards anything that allows me to create, and I wanted to be in the engineering field. Now I know there's artistic, creativity, music, and all that, and all. No. I wanted to be in the engineering field. So my dad gave up the fight. Okay. After it was. I'm happy with myself that I stood my ground. And oh my God, the pressure, the cajoling, the sweet talking was heavy. But it's just thinking back now. Anyway, so I got into engineering. And then, but my dad didn't let up. And even into my 40s, my dad was still saying, okay, in engineering now, but why don't you, do a PhD, become a doctor, have that title, do it for me, just do it for me. I have cousins who are professors, who have PhDs, masters, and all that. And my dad was like, no, just do it, do it for me. And it got so much that I even looked up, some courses on in universities just to see what I needed to do, the requirements, to go and have a master's, PhD, and all that. That's how intense the pressure was. But I didn't give in. I just said, nah, this is not right. It's not right. And I'm so glad I didn't go into medicine because if you look at there's a PhD neurosurgeon, he's a Chinese, I think it's Chinese, Asian guy with glasses on YouTube that spoke about that quit his profession. I think after 14 years or so, because he said he came to find out that medicine wasn't what he thought it was when he started out. And that will have exactly been my career trajectory. 100% I will have been despondent, I will have been discouraged, I will have been if you look at it, the highest rate of suicide among professionals, I think is in the dentistry field among dentists. Look it up. They have a high rate of suicide. And I'm so glad I didn't go down that path. And I'm so glad also, even when I went into engineering, that my dad I didn't cave in to the request of my dad to do a PhD. Now, back in the days of my dad, being called a doctor, being having a PhD, it was a thing of, um, gave you high esteem, in society. Those days are long gone, but it just doesn't resonate. It doesn't, he can't seem to grasp the concept that doesn't exist anymore. I mean, how much will you earn as a PhD holder, even in the Western world? How much will you earn? In Africa, there are PhD holders and masters holders who are struggling financially, and possibly even in the Western world. Possibly, you have a professor, a PhD, you're a professor, you may be struggling. Even in the Western world, it's not like what it used to be before. But even at that, even if I was to earn 500,000 or a million or whatever a year, dollars or whatever, why do I need to live my life to satisfy your ego so you can say to your neighbors, oh, you know, I have a kid who is a doctor. My son is a doctor. Yes, my son is a doctor. Why? What is this? I don't even know what to call it. Are you trying to make up for your own failures through your kids? Or I'm trying to wrap my head around because I'm just trying to, put myself in his own shoes. My dad has a degree from the sciences. You see that he couldn't become a medical doctor, so he felt, okay, since I couldn't do it, let me get my son to do it. Or it's not nice. It's not nice. I recall a story of a student who was cajoled and pushed by his mom to become a medical doctor, and he finished it, wrote his final exam, got his certificate, everything. Now went to his mom, put the certificate in front of the mom, and said, "You've always wanted me to become a medical doctor. Here's a certificate. Have fun, enjoy. Now I'm going to do what I want to do." And he went away. Why do parents put this kind of pressure on their kids? It's oh do this, oh do this. It's not nice. It's just a better option would be you sit down with your kid, you know the proclivities, the talents, the abilities, the inclinations of your kids. You said, okay, these and these and these are your career choices. You can also let me know if you have other things you're thinking about. Let's talk about it. You can spend a week studying this. You can spend another week looking up, watching videos on this. You can spend another week reading books on this. I can take you to see maybe a painter, a dancer, a footballer, a doctor, an engineer, a pilot, an astronaut. You have a chat with them. Just take your time, and then once you've decided, I support you, whatever it is you're going to do. That will have been a far better option. I think that's a better option, going forward. I think instead of sitting down and say, "Oh, I want you to do this. You make me happy by doing this." It's oh my days. Why? Why? It's not good. It's really, really not nice. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. Cheers.